Hiya, it's the Sport Tea. I'm Josh Sexton, and I'll be spilling the tea behind some of the biggest stories in sports. For the dads that are watching, spilling the tea just means discussing the gossip, but there's a dual meaning here, as I'll be sharing my thoughts on these stories with you over a brew. Whether it be different threads are reporting over a drawn-out transfer saga, or a team dealing with off-field issues brought about by an investigative journalist, I'll be looking at the evidence and giving my thoughts on what might really be at play. Although I'm a fan first and foremost, I've been lucky enough to be behind the scenes as credentialed media at some of the biggest sporting events, and I'll be using that to give you a more in-depth insight into what makes a good story. I've spoken before about issues in the mainstream media and the lust for sensationalist journalism, and in some ways, the Sport Tea will be the antithesis of that. I'll take you behind the headlines that are getting people clicking. This is not some big brand I'm trying to launch, more an extension of me and my interests, which involve sport, of course, a good old gossip, a little sprinkle of journalism, and of course, drinking tea. The logo is self-explanatory and inspired by one of my favourite creators, Kenny Beecham, and his brand Enjoy Basketball, which reminds fans to stick to watching the sport they love and enjoying it, and not getting too distracted by bad actors attaching themselves to the sports and teams that we love for their own personal gain. The show will live on Patreon, where you can support me in my freelance journey for as little as £1 a month, but this won't be a subscription-based model, and you'll be able to get the content free across a range of platforms. I'd really appreciate your support in whichever way you can offer it, but mainly come along and enjoy the content, enjoy the sports, and enjoy a brew with me on the Sport Tea.